flags and people from every country here today. There are Burmese youth activists out there with the red flags. Let me say hello to the Burmese. Those of you who thought that Aung San Suu Kyi, after spending 20 years in jail, will not be freed, she was freed this year. So it's happening everywhere. So I'm going to be reading a text. It's a set piece. It goes into Tahrir Square, a message from Trafalgar Square to Tahrir Square. So let me read this to them now. We stand here today, a worldwide movement of ordinary people who believe in human rights for all, to pay sincere and humble tribute to you, the great people of Egypt, young people, women and men. You have achieved what everybody thought was impossible. You have showed the world that no power is greater than people power. You're free to make a noise, by the way. No power is greater than people power. Despite 30 years of repression, you braved bullets and beatings. Despite 30 years of repression, you braved bullets and beatings and bloodshed and took to the streets, no longer afraid. You demanded reform, you demanded dignity, and you demanded accountability from the authorities. In Tahrir Square and in Cairo, in Alexandria, in Suez, and in towns and cities across Egypt, the people of Egypt have stood together, and you are still standing together, demanding change, demanding answers, and we salute you. And today in towns and cities across the world, from London to Casablanca, from Bamako to Berlin, from Melbourne to Reykjavik, we have gathered to stand with you. We want you to know, this is very important, we want you to know that while governments outside Egypt might have been waiting to see which way the wind blows before choosing sides between the Egyptian people and the government, ordinary people across the world, like those of us gathered here today, have been unequivocally on the side of justice and human rights. It's important for you in Tahrir Square to know that people like us are with you, not just in neighboring countries, but in Sub-Saharan Africa, in Asia, in Latin America, in Europe and North America. This, as you know, This, my friends, as you know, is more important than what governments think. Like you, we have been very clear that to get stability and orderly transition in Egypt will only happen by respecting the rights of the Egyptian people. Thanks to your courage of conviction in Tunisia and Egypt, people across the Middle East and North Africa are no longer afraid to ask, where is the justice? Where is the freedom? Where are our human rights? We say there can be no change without human rights change. There can be no reform without human rights reform. And today, from Trafalgar Square, we say the Egyptian government must act to ensure that human rights are protected, lift the state of emergency, end torture, abolish arbitrary detention, and ensure fair trials.